Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Brandon Hodge. So this video is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for like any event in the entire world, get them through SeatGeek and use my last name, code Hodge, check out as your promo code. That, guys, will get you $20 off of your tickets. That is for first-time orders only. So if you used it before, like make a new account, look at a new email, you still use the code. It gets you guys $20 off any ticket for any event in the entire world over on SeatGeek by using code Hodge at checkout. All right, let's go and jump into this episode. So basically, there's nothing confirmed, announced by the WWE today. So it's that time. Go and get those juice boxes out. Get those juice boxes ready, because it's time to talk about some juicy rumors. Alright, the first rumor we're going to be talking about today is going to be about WrestleMania 41 happening. It's actually coming quite soon. It's literally about to be March, guys. So it's like WrestleMania is in April. It's coming up quite faster than expected. So basically, there's a lot of matches happening at the show, considering the show is a two-night show. It's really not a show. It's two shows, kind of, because it's like Saturday you got like this long 4-hour show, and then Sunday you have also like a 4-hour show. So there's a lot of matches to be taking place. So we're talking about the Intercontinental Championship match here. So we have Braun Breaker. He's the Intercontinental Champion. Who is he defending that title against is the question. Is it going to be a one-on-one match? Is it going to be a multi-person match? So what is this rumor saying? This rumor is actually saying it's going to be a multi-person match. Now that could be a lot of things. That could mean a triple threat match, it could be a fatal four-way, or it could mean even more and something a little bit crazier. So apparently it's not very specified right now what that's going to be, and creative is kind of deciding that right now. But it wouldn't be out of the question to put the Intercontinental title on the line in something like a ladder match, where you have multiple people all trying to climb the ladder and grab that title to become the new champion. Braun Breaker's IC title, I don't know what's happening with his match at Mania, but apparently this rumor is saying it's not going to be a one-on-one situation. You're going to see some craziness going on with multiple people inside the match fighting for that title. Alright, the next rumor is about the Hardy Boyz. Oh my gosh, I haven't talked about the Hardy Boyz on the channel in a while. We mentioned them in the past news episode because of course they were on NXT literally last night. They were on NXT, which brings up the question, are we just going to see them in NXT, or are they going to work out some type of deal for them to be on the main roster at some point? That's what we're talking about. So this rumor is actually saying the Hardy Boyz will be on the main roster. What? Just blow my mind right now. So of course, they didn't leave on the best of terms with WWE, but of course that was when WWE was run by different people. So apparently they're more willing to do something like that. Of course, they're working with other wrestling companies now, but it's the oddest thing now that WWE's ran completely differently. They're open to working with wrestlers who are working also with other wrestling companies. Like previously, if you wanted to work for WWE, you're working for WWE and WWE only. You are not going to talk to any other wrestling company. You're not even going to look over at any other wrestling company, right? So things are completely differently now. And apparently this rumor is saying we're actually going to Hardy Boyz main roster run this summer. So this summer at some point, which is actually not that far away, here in a few months, you'll actually see the Hardy Boyz on the main roster, wrestling weekly in feuds and things like that. I don't know what that holds. I don't know all the details about that. But ultimately, Hardy Boyz, WWE main roster run, apparently happening this summer. And that's very, very exciting. All right, the next person we'll be talking about today is about none other than The Rock. So The Rock was on SmackDown this past week doing his thing. And we're like, what? Whoa, he's here? It's like they caught everyone by surprise, apparently even the officials. So that was a surprise for his schedule clearing up. Of course, The Rock, he has to not be filming a movie to be able to wrestle, and then in between sometimes he can appear on TV, but he can't start a feud or whatever. And then he's doing the whole Cody thing, and The Rock's going to be at the Elimination Chamber, which is very exciting. So also, what is up with The Rock's schedule? And then that would lead up, I would imagine, to WrestleMania. The Rock's going to be at WrestleMania. But previously, we were told, the Rock cannot be at WrestleMania. His schedule will not allow it. The Rock is just too busy. He's filming movies in Hollywood. He cannot be anywhere near the world of World Wrestling Entertainment. He cannot be here. So what's happened? Well, there's only one thing, and this rumor is saying, is that The Rock's schedule has actually changed. And I don't know what type of way it has changed, because if it's changed just to the point where he's able to be there, that's one thing, if he's filming a movie. But if he's not filming a movie, he could actually get physical, he could wrestle, he could do his thing inside that squared circle. So I don't know how much it's changed. Obviously it's changed at some bit, so we'll have to wait and see, but it looks like The Rock will be at WrestleMania, and they'll set up something to go into that either at Chamber or the weeks leading into Mania, so we'll see about that. But all I know is he's gotta get his answer. He's gotta get his answer from Cody Rhodes at Elimination Chamber. And And is Cody Rhodes turning heel and being that? I don't think he is, but we'll see where it goes, and maybe someone else will join The Rock's side. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and this is it. This is the final news story, the final rumor, the final thing I'll be talking about inside this episode of WWE News Rumors. What are we talking about? There's a lot of things we can talk about. There's a lot of wrestlers, you know, that are back and wrestling at different shows, and we're talking like WrestleMania and the larger shows. It really pulls out all the wrestlers we haven't seen in a little while. But there is a few wrestlers, notably that we have not seen in a while, that we would like to see like on a giant show like WrestleMania. Like, it's the pinnacle of your shows for the entire year, right? It's the Super Bowl of wrestling. You gotta have your biggest stars there. One of the biggest names that they have signed, that they're not really doing anything with, that he's kind of off on like a storyline injury that we have not seen. Of course, I'm talking about Randy Orton. So Randy Orton was written off TV by Kevin Owens, and previously to that, Orton had back surgery, right? He was gone a few years, then he came back, and hopefully he wasn't in too much pain like wrestling, and he's wanted to continue his wrestling career for a few more years. Ultimately, I don't know if it was an injury-related thing, or if he's just kind of chilling right now, enjoying that time off with his family or whatever. But Randy Orton is a name that's been thrown around backstage right now, being like, Randy, we should have him do something at WrestleMania, right? And apparently that is a discussion they've actually been having backstage. Is like, Randy Orton should be at WrestleMania. He's cleared. He's ready. He's open to doing something. We should do something with him. And apparently, creative just hasn't found the place for him just yet. And I think that's kind of an issue this WrestleMania. They have so many stars this WrestleMania. We're just trying to find a place for, like, everyone. Because you got John Cena in here. What do you do with him? You got CM Punk in there. Not to mention the stars that are, like, always there. Like Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. People like this. What do you do with them? You got Roman Reigns. What do you do with them? The Rock. There's so many variables. They've been throwing Randy Orton in there and trying to find a place for him. It's just, like, it's a heck of a stacked WrestleMania card. So, ultimately, creative are trying to find something for Randy Orton at WrestleMania, but I don't know if they'll find anything. But it would be an incredible WrestleMania if we got Randy Orton's name added to the list of all those other wrestlers, making this a really, really stacked up WrestleMania as far as star power is concerned. I'd love to see Orton at Mania. I just don't know who he could face or what he could do. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know down there in the comments. But ultimately, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Let me know your thoughts on all these news stories and rumors in the comment section down below. But yeah, that's basically what I got here for you today for news and rumors. So some exciting stuff, and I'm excited to see what's happening here in the future. Also, I'm trying to do more fun videos here more often, so hopefully you guys are excited for that. But nonetheless, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm your one and only, undisputed, don't you dare forget it, King of Luck Style, Brandon Hodge, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.